The example of package design featured in this video consists of a retail carton that will hold a set of car parts. The first step is to establish the size of the contents. This book, published by the European Carton Makers Association, contains hundreds of standard templates for cartons, but in this case the designer knows that a suitable style is already on his computer's database. Software like this is crucial to the efficiency and speed that a modern packaging plant needs to stay competitive. In this case, the designer has already done similar jobs for this client, and he's able to bring up a previous template, resize it, add a Euro slot for a display rack, and view the results as a 3D visualization. The file is now transferred to this large CAD/CAM plotter, which will rapidly produce an unprinted sample carton for a quick evaluation. The plotter head carries 3 tools. The creasing and cutting tools are both adjustable for depth and pressure, and at the side there's a pen for drawing the template. A suitable thickness of card is chosen, 700 microns in this case, and held down on the bed by suction. As this is card rather than corrugated board, the creases are marked out by the plotter but need to be applied by hand, and then the carton is folded and assembled. Corrugated board will crease adequately when compressed by the plotter wheel, whereas a solid board needs to be deformed outside of its original dimensions and is done by hand. This particular style is called a reverse tuck-in end carton with header, and it also includes a Euro slot for racking and a postal lock for extra security. An important consideration in any carton production planning is how many to make from each sheet of card. If several are made at a time, then production is quicker and therefore cheaper, but a more expensive cutting, die and printing plates will be needed, and the die cutting machine will take longer to set up. So the designer, using his experience, will look at the numbers of cartons needed for the batch, about 80,000 in this case, and make a decision. Here the job will be 4 up, or 4 cartons per sheet. The software then works out the best way to tessellate, or fit together, the patterns onto the smallest possible size of card. By now a sample of the artwork, known as a proof, has been delivered from the graphic artists. This will now be put on the plotter and made into a more realistic sample. But how will it be lined up on the machine for accurate cutting? A tracing is created using the plotter's pen. Both this and the proof have crosses called register marks printed on them. The tracing film is taped along one edge, the proof slipped under it, and the register marks lined up. The proof is then sucked down onto the bed while the film is removed and the sample cut out as before. most cases the client will want to view this sample before final approval. Mistakes made, but not spotted at this stage, could prove very expensive later on.